Manchester United has informed Paris Saint-Germain that they are not willing to meet their 60 million euro valuation of Manuel Ugarte. I'm walking away. Welcome to the United Hotspot. My name is Webb. Guys, this summer transfer window is taking us all places. I feel like very soon, Man United supporters are going to go through all forms of emotions, honestly. But it's all for the good. INEOS are on top of things. They are saying we are not repeating the mistakes that the Glazers made, overpaying for players. So here's the latest that is coming in. Like, share, and subscribe. So as confirmed by David Ornstein, that's it. Man United switch midfielder search away from Manuel Ugarte and onto other options if Man FC don't intend to meet the 60 million euro plus they will valuation fee, of course, and they will only revisit PSG if the price drops. No progress yet. Talks cooled, exploring other top targets for the right deal. This is the latest, guys. I told you after Joao Neves being confirmed as a PSG player, something has got to happen. There should be a movement when it comes to Manuel Ugarte. This was all they were waiting for. Now PSG get their Joao Neves, sign him and unveil him, but still refuse because they want to recover all the money they spent years ago on Manuel Ugarte when they were getting him from Portugal. United are saying it's not worth it, honestly. We can't do that because, first of all, this player is surplus to requirements. You brought in a replacement for him, Joao Neves. You have Fabian Luiz. You cannot be thinking that Man United is then going to spend the amount of money you paid for this player a summer ago to get him, despite them wanting him. And of course, PSG are probably looking at it and thinking Man United are desperate to sign a number 6, which is the case. But and indeed, there are not so many number 6s who are in the profile of Manuel Ugarte. I honestly think he's the perfect profile of a number 6 that United needs, but he is needed, but only if he's coming in for the right amount. Honestly, I will stand with INEOS and Eric Ten Hag, rather, and Man United if they walk away from a deal where they are overcharging them for players. We are done being taken for a ride. So, however painful it might be, especially to Manuel Ugarte, because imagine a player who agreed personal terms so many weeks ago with Man United, and just when he thought Joao Neves is coming in and it's going to be done, they are saying no, we are walking away. It can't be a good place for him, really, for his mental health. For me, I think what Man United is doing is good. That is them at least being decisive, being progressive, and stamping their foot down and saying, you know what, we are not taking this. They are indeed, Ugarte is a beautiful footballer. He's a special player to come in and replace Casemiro, but he is not the only player that Man United can get in that position. There are so many young cheap options we can get. Richard Royce, Royce is one of those, the Palmeiras Colombian. He's 24, a little older than Ugarte, maybe a different profile because he's not your guy, your dirty number 6. He's a bit, has got a bit of finesse to his game, but he has got the work rate to come in there and partner with Kobe and give us a good midfield. We've got Sofian Amrabat who showed us that on a good day he can cover the ground. We need Ugarte to cover. So, and he's a cheap options available, option available there. There is Adrien Rabiot, who is available for free and he's only waiting for a sign-on fee and a wage. So there are cheaper options because in this day and age, when PSG knows the financial fair play rules and of course the PSR rules, you don't just come out and try to overcharge a club. That's in a transition. For me, I think what they're doing is might be painful for United supporters because it's slowing down that look to be moving on well. And it's not what you would love to see. But I mean, if it means we sacrifice to save, the, the, asked you me, I would back it. And I honestly don't think that PSG are completely away, are completely, not got down. I think they were just thinking Man United is too desperate. And Man United stamping their foot down will get them cornered because not so many clubs are showing interest in Ugarte, if any, unless they're going to sell him to Saudi Arabia. But there are not so many clubs who that would be willing to pay 6 million euros really for Manuel Ugarte, considering that's the amount PSG paid for him. So my feeling is if Man United just try to find, activate the other options there, because they wanted to add Sofian Amrabat on Ugarte. Go get Amrabat. As you buy time, leave PSG, because the beauty is they have not closed the door on a return. So you go get Sofian Amrabat from Fiorentina. Get if they indeed plan to get Adrian Rabiot, get him for free. Those are cheap options. Get Richard Rios, another young cheap option. Go get the options you had. Move on with your life. And trust you me, towards the end of this summer, PSG will come begging for Man United to pay the money they have tabled, because no one is going to buy Manuel Ugarte. But even the player doesn't, he wants to leave, so they will just have to give it. They have to give. I I think down and let me know in your view this is the city it is doing, whether you think we should pay all the money that PSG wants. This is the right 6 is the right to be right if he's coming in for the right. There is nothing like a right player coming in for the wrong amount. And of course, there are cheap options we can. It may not be Manuel Ugarte, but they can also so as season it will, yes, it will happen. So Paris Saint-Germain, guys, I think it this time around. I honestly, and you want to think about Manuel Ugarte and his head and to be so hard in the past seasons have been overspending on players. We overspent on Casemiro. This is a 31-year-old player. We overspent on him. He was good, but we overspent on him. We overspent on Anthony. There is no guarantee that Manuel Ugarte will shine at Manchester United. So you don't just overspend money like that. He's not a Lionel Messi or a Kylian Mbappe or those world class high profile players. He's also a work in progress. He's only 23. Man United will make him better. So we don't want to overspend on them just for Paris Saint-Germain benefit and all the money they spent on him years ago, and then we think we are doing business. It doesn't happen like. And in the ESR period that PSG very well knows, you do not overpraise hype a player like that, because the rules are tight. The rules are tight. But because they know Man United spent so much money on Lenny Yoro, they are thinking, even Ugarte is a generational talent. He's talented, guys, don't get it twisted. He's a very important player. The biggest position I feel Man United has got to sort is that number 6 position. Ugarte is the perfect player for it, but 60 million for him is not worth it. It is not right. I do not back it. I back INEOS. I want to get your comment. I know it's disappointing, it's frustrating that it's slowing down the window, but we can look elsewhere. All these guys, as you buy time, PSG will come calling and begging Man United to pay whatever they have. Trust you me. Focus on getting Mazraoui and delete. Get those and bring in Amrabat and these other guys they've been thinking of bringing in, and let's start the season. What's the worst that can happen? There were no guarantees anyway. So that's my honest take. Drop down your comment and let me know what you think. My name is Webb. This is the United of Sport. That's a big, quick update about the situation of a player we've been all excited for. But at least there is something now. There is progress. We are done waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Things are happening. We are waiting now for the next update to do with those two defenders we've been linked with. Let me catch you later.